thing started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move is a 30. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, better look out. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's Alexander. Fires one high and deep. He's got another 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They punt it away on 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Farrell. Working that left side now. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Handoff from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Quickly complete. Looking for the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Farrell. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? He's in for the score. Touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Complete to start this drive. Smashes through the tackle. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Alexander. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Scott. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They go to the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's pulled. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Looks as if we have an injury on that last. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Motion from the wideout. Here's the give off the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. To the air, it's Farrell. A shot for the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, the running back has it. Follow goes that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. There he goes. He was searching for that 1st down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the 4th down, throws that fist up in the air.
This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Holden finds his man on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Wants to throw. It's Farrell. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
2nd down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Using his legs, it's Scott. Got room at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to pass, it's Alexander. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll give it to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Farrell. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
It's 1st down from the 11. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Finds his man. It's Scott. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Alexander. Flips it out in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Farrell. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle, it's Scott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Alexander. Fires complete on the crosser. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. On the run, it's Scott. Turning it on. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He's got his man, makes the grab. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Scott.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Alexander. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Number 19.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Timeout by the offense.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Looking for a man. It's Farrell. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. Continues to fight for yards. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's got it on the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Offense gets set for second down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. To the air on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Made a defender miss. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Farrell. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The give on the inside. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
To throw, it's Alexander. Got the back over the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll leave it with him. Powers through. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Farrell. Bringing the heat. Heaves it deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Trying play action. Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Tight end now in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his big tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down coming up. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll go to the sneak. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Good enough for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They try to pop a run on the draw. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Love the work by the running back on that draw play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Scanning the field, it's Alexander. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Poe. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Farrell. Caught in the backfield, it's Cole. There he goes! Smashes ahead. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Pressure coming. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on second down. Snagged out of the air. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Alexander. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. It'll be a draw. Got the first down and more. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Farrell. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
And it's right down the boulevard. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Dropping back, it's Alexander. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And obviously you're in a tough spot. Like, you're down a couple of possessions. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you can tell they're backed up. They're playing the pass, and the offense has to take the little stuff underneath. They've got to find a way to make explosive plays, even though the defense is playing conservative.
Thanks to grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Just keeps swinging it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Alexander. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
From the gun on third down. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Man, that hurts. If you're the offensive coordinator, you need to come up with a completion or a first down. The quarterback had all day to throw that football. He had well over 6 seconds to throw that thing from the pocket. Incredible job in pass pro. Somebody's got to get open, but the quarterback has got to be more accurate when you've got that.
He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.